Can you believe it's already been 2 years since Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert got divorced? Guess time flies when you dump your wife and get with a pop legend within about 2 seconds, huh? Just kidding, Blake seems really happy with Gwen Stefani, and the heart wants what it wants and all that. Besides, we heard rumors that both Blake and Miranda were cheating on each other, so perhaps it's for the best that they split. But what we're getting at here is that it's been 2 years since those two country superstars shocked us all with their quickie divorce. It's just funny how fast things can change. And that thought came up because Miranda just opened up a bit about the divorce in a new interview with Billboard. It's interesting because she hasn't talked much at all about what happened between her and Blake, or at least not as much as we'd all like. She did release a pretty personal album late last year, with songs many speculated were about the split, but she didn't promote the album much. Suffice it to say, she definitely didn't promote it by serving up any gossip that would have resulted in major headlines. I just didn't need to talk about the record, she explains in her new interview. If you want to hear my side of the story or my opinion of what happened, it's all on there. There's no mystery anymore, take from it what you will. It's also revealed that she wrote the single Vice the day we learned that they'd filed for divorce. She says that she walked into the recording studio to write the song with guns blazing. I just knew one thing, I didn't want to break up record. Miranda also says that it took her nearly a year to write the entire album, and I was like, let's feel it all. I was ready to have the days where I can't even stand up and the days where I'm celebrating. And that's all fine, right? It's not like she got super personal, she just shared a tiny glimpse of what she felt after the divorce. But, according to a source who spoke to Hollywood Life, Blake isn't too pleased with what Miranda said. Blake desperately wants to close the chapter in his life with Miranda, the source explains. The proof was in his 2016 album, where everything on the record was his way of releasing his emotions about the divorce. As much as he would like her not to talk about the divorce anymore, or at all, he respects that Miranda has to get over it in her way. So Blake released an album about the divorce, Miranda released an album about the divorce, and then she made a few statements about the album. He's seriously not cool with how that played out? Couldn't it have been much worse? Wouldn't it be in almost every other high-profile case involving a celebrity split of this magnitude? This source insists that he doesn't want to throw any gas on the fire and say what she is doing is bad or upsets him, because that would be unfair. Blake knows what he'll always be linked to Miranda in some way or another. But, he is now where he wants to be and hopes that she is as well. Or at least is getting there. So right now, he's just not going to stress on it, because it is what it is. What a bunch of nonsense, right? We all know Blake is happy with Gwen, and Miranda seems like she's having a great time with Anderson East. They're both doing well after the divorce, and they both dealt with it in similar ways, so why would Blake try to get on a high horse and act like he's more evolved than Miranda? Honestly, sometimes Blake Shelton just needs to hush. It appears like this is one of those times.